Alright, so today we are going to kick off from where we stopped yesterday in our last lesson, and then there's this something I want to quickly show to us that we've not customized our menu yet. That is very easy. Like this: home, about, contact, services. Let's chat. Now this is our menu. So for us to be able to customize that or to add content, we're going to come here to this appearance here. This appearance. Then you come to menu. Now with that you'll be able to add the menus you want to appear on your pages. So here we have the home, about, contact, and then our services. There's one page I'm going to add which I already created already. That's here, this page. There's an event coming up. Maybe I want to handle some digital skill training for some persons, and the registration is going to be online. It's called the Next Africa Summit. So I already created this page. Very easy to create a page. Just simply come here or come to this page in your dashboard, click on add page, and then it opens up the add page interface. Let's wait for that to load quickly. And now you can just add the title. Let's say registration. This is what this is going to be called. We're not going to be doing any modification, just give it the title. We're not going to be adding any block here, maybe text to put some information about the page. We're not going to do that. So what we're just going to do is make sure, in case you want to have an image that should display when the page is clicked, but we're not doing that. This is just a basic page, so we just click, and then once we add the name, it's as simple as then we publish. That page is ready to go. Now if we want to customize, we're going to be customizing it with the Elementor. Everything we're going to be doing is with Elementor. So let me return back to my dashboard here, and then if we return to our menu, let me refresh this menu. Click on the menu. If you check here, you can see here the registration page is now available, and then we have the Next Africa Summit page also available. So I will select both, and then I will also select portfolio in case I want to show people the portfolio of past work or some of the recent work I'm doing. Then FAQ, then theme in case I want to show the theme. Now these are pages that have been pre-created. I just add them to menu, and then here they are. We have the home, about, contact. Now it's not yet reflected here because I've not saved. We have the home, about, contact us, our services, registration, Next Africa Summit, portfolio, and then FAQ. FAQ, like simply means frequently asked question. Then you see, if I feel the name is too long, I can just click on the drop down here and then change it to just maybe portfolio. That's it. Close that. Then FAQ, and then that's it. Then once we do that, we save. Now wants to appear on the primary menu. There are other menus for footer. Understand? Now the bottom part of the website is called the footer. So this is the footer, and then the menus that show here too can also be edited. We're going to work on that later, but for us to be able to work on this aspect, we use what we call the widget, but we're not going to be doing that now. Now I want us to quickly look at editing this page, which is the Next Africa Summit. Now I'm going to be using we're going to be using the Elementor. Remember, everything we're going to be doing, we already have it ready using our Elementor. So there is the what's the word? There is the Word document for this. There is the image for it. So here, this is very important. Why I wanted us to use this to learn is because now I'm going to be building a header for this. I'm going to be building adding information, adding widgets, adding information, different kind of information, adding images of the speakers, because the trainers, because this is a summit for digital skill. So now for us to kickstart this, that I said I'm going to do this from scratch, I'm going to click this plus button, and then the layout we want is for it to be flexible, whereby we can adjust the width and the height of any block we add. I'm going to be using this particular block here, not this grid. Grid is just static. We want to use this flex box, and then I'll be using a 2 or 3, 4. So you can see there are different block setup here. Now I'm going to be using this one that is split into 2, and then quickly, this is not full width. It is boxed. It is boxed. So what I'm going to do is, on this first part of it, I'm going to click this plus button inside, and I'm going to be dragging an image. You can see this is what the Elementor does. It gives you, it avails different options of things. Let's say, let me add a heading first. Maybe this heading, once we drag that, and then we can now say this is about us. Then we change the header to probably H4, which is good. And then I've added that I want to add some information about us. So I'll click plus here and then add a text. You can actually search for any widget you're looking for. So you want to add a text box. Just drag this down. Want it to be up or down, you can just drag that down. And then we have this random text there, which I'm going to be copying and then bringing this in. So quickly, I've already copied my information and then I just paste. Now you can see empowering African youth for digital future. Now this is the information. So for us to be able to edit data, we just come here. I can decide to make this bold, just like a normal editor. I can make it bold. I can reduce the spacing, and then I can also come here. Also make this bold, this information, because they have very important information. Or you can even make it header, say header 4, you see that, or header 5, to make it stronger and more visible. So I'm also going to do that for this also. Header 5, or let's make this 6. Okay, I think header 5 is okay. Then so let's see, hope there's no more spacing. There's a little bit of more spacing here. I'll reduce that. Then this is okay for me. Now on this second column here, on this second part of it, this second, I'm going to be adding an image. So just click on the plus button, drag your image and drop. Now I'm going to be selecting an image. I'm going to click here. This is very simple, straightforward design. I'm going to click, and then I'm going to upload the image I already have in my system. Let's quickly find that. I'm going to drag this and drop right here. So from my system, I just drag and drop. You can either do a drag and drop, or you just click the upload. Then you can select the file and then locate it where you actually saved it, and then you're good to go. So that's that thing, that is okay. I'm going to be adding other images though that I will be using later, like the mission and the vision images. So these two are going to come in very handy. Then I'm going to add them, so they are going to load. But meanwhile, this one is ready for now while these two are loading. So I can just quickly add that, and voila, we now have good information about the event here, right here, and then we have a text. Now if we don't want this, we have an image here. If we don't want this thing to be clickable, we just leave it the way it is. But if we want it to be able to, when people click, probably it takes them to the registration page, you can make that clickable here. We're not doing that, so I publish this, and then when we click on this preview changes, this eye icon here, this eye icon, very important. When we preview what we've done, we have a beautiful page loading. So you now see the next African Summit, about us. Now we just have the quick write up, and then we have the image. Now we can modify. So if we have more information, probably I want to add another information, but this time around I don't want to have it on this kind of blank field. Or if I want to add some effect, maybe borders around this write up, borders around the image, you can do that. But what I want to do next this time around is I'm going to add another widget, drag this flex bar, then also add double again. This time around what I'm going to do is I can decide to add my image here, or I'm going to add a button here. So I'll just type here button, button, drag and drop. Please, I hope you're enjoying my video. Please, if you're enjoying the tutorial, please subscribe, like and share my video. I really appreciate that. That's all I ask. So here we can just put a quick information. Maybe you want it to lead people to a registration page. You can now say, okay, click here to register free. Okay, let's quickly fix that. So now we've added that, then we can actually add a link to the register page, probably one of the register page we already created. So sorry, let's be sure this has come up. Let's see, the menu has updated. Okay, so you now see the menu is now updated, fully updated. So that's very good. Now we have the registration page, which is this. So I have a plugin that I use for my registrations. It's called WP Forms, but I'm using the premium version. This is it right here. This is it right here. So what I'm quickly going to do is I'm going to look at all the forms. Now you can use the free form. But if you want to do some premium add-ons, maybe you want to add some information that the free version does not have, it means you have to go for the premium. Or I have all this available. And then in case you're interested, you can also contact me and I'll avail them to you. So quickly, let me get the information we're going to be using for this form. Now the first information we're going to be using, let me quickly add a new one, and then I'm going to name it the next. We are still coming back to this, please hold on, we're still coming back to this. I just want to add where this button will lead to. So I'm going to be naming it the next Africa Summit form. So that's what it's going to be. That's the name of the form. And then I'm just going to be using a blank template. If you want to create a contact us form, you just use this simple one and modify. But now I'm using this create blank form. Now information we're going to be getting from the trainees are going to be their name, full name, their phone number, email address. They are very, very important. So in the WP contact form plugin, we have first choice, we have name. We just drag and drop here and we are good to go. So we have name. I click on that and then I'm going to write this full name, and then format is first name and last name, which is this. Then it is the fields are constrained, they are not fully wide, so we're going to do this advanced, change the field size to large, so you can see it gets beautifully filled up. Okay, now we're going to be adding another field, which is their email address. I'm just going to drag and drop their email address, and it is required. Their names are required. If you don't want that field to be required, it means you need to uncheck, and then this asterisk here shows that this field is not required, but for this case it is required. So every field you're going to be adding in this case is required. I'm also going to adjust the field, and then we need their phone number, so I can quickly come here and search for phone, drag and drop to. Now in this case phone number is not required here, so I'm going to highlight this, I'm going to check this, activate that, and then I'll say phone number, your phone number. I either write the number or just this. Then description, put in a phone number we can easily reach you. So that's the description we're going to give, and then it's required, and then same advanced, we're going to make it large so it fills there, and then okay, this is good. It's an international. It's international. So we're going to leave it at international, so you can take for any country. Take for any country. So either smart or international can work. Then we're going to be adding one more field, which is we need the person to upload their image. So we're going to look now for free versions. This is not. You don't usually have. The option for you to put pictures. You can't upload files. Sorry. So, but for the premium version, you can actually do that. So we're going to drag this file, upload, and then I'm going to name this upload your picture. Sorry. Upload a picture. Let me quickly write the description here. A picture we can easily identify you by. So now it is very much needed. The number of images they can upload is just one. Now the size, this is very important because I don't want things that are too large. The size should be at most 2 megabytes, 2 MB, 2 megabytes. So so that is that, which means no image above 2 megabytes will be allowed. No image will be allowed. So it means the person has to reduce. So the person can just do a drag and drop, click here, and then it goes in. Or we use the classic, the modern way, which is just drag and drop. Okay, now the next thing we'll be needing also is the state of residence. Your residential address. So address, we need that. Add that, and then now good thing about the premium is that it gives you a lot of options for the address field. I'm going to make this large also. Everything is going to be large. So now we need the address. One, we don't need address. Two, we need the city. We don't need the zip code. We don't need the zip code. And then yes, we need the state. So this is how it's going to appear. We don't need this. We don't need the address too. So we just need the main address. Then we need the city, and then we need the state. So let's say let's see this. Let's see if we can disable. Okay, no. So we need a residential address. So this is going to be international also. So we just need this, and then it is very much required. So it is there. So once more, there's one more thing we need. We need the person to be able to share their social media links, and then yep, I think that's it. Social media links field. So we need links. Is that okay? Website or URL. So we just drag that and drop here, and then we'll name this your social media links. This would help us connect with you better. So that's the description. Now it is also required. So every information here, like I mentioned, they are all required. So once this is done, I think we're good to go. For now, we're good to go. Age, residence, photo, phone number, date of residence, and then we're going to save. Once we save this, the easiest thing we're going to be doing is we can either add it directly to this page. Let's say maybe after a lot of information of okay, let's see. Okay, let me add a little bit about the event. So maybe we also want the person to say, okay, scroll down to register. We just want the person to scroll down to register, so we can actually add that now. Now, for us to do that, it means I'm going to take off this form in case we're not redirecting to another page. We just want everything to be here. I can just click here. Then I'm going to be adding this, just one. Then I'm going to be adding a form on this plus. I just come here and click form. Then you have the WP forms. I just drag that and drop. Then it asks me to select the form I need. Okay, I haven't saved this here because I've saved it, but the one we're looking for hasn't updated yet. That is this one we're just building here now, hasn't updated. So it's very easy. You can also embed it. You can embed it. Just use a shortcode. As easy as this. Use a shortcode because since that's not yet updated. So I'm going to take off this form. I'm going to add another widget here, which is let's say shortcode. I'm going to drag that and drop. Then I'm just going to be adding that new form code, and this is it. So it fills in here, but you can see there's a lot of constraint to it, but we can just drag that to fill it, to fill the whole page completely. When I publish, we can preview it here. So you see now it now has the field of registration. Now this is the good thing about it. I can actually customize. So you now see how easy it is building with this kind of with Elementor. It's just amazing. I'm going to drag another text editor here. Now the reason why I'm dragging another text editor is not because I cannot continue adding information here, but there's something I want to do which you're going to see soon. Oh, sorry, not that. The about the event, I want to add it here. Now about the event, okay, let's adjust this. This is going to be another H6, H5, right? That's what we've been using. Let's be sure of that. Yes, H5. Okay, and it's so bold. It's about the event. We can also underline. Now, what I want to do is this. I want to style this background here, this particular area of this particular text box. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to style. Watch closely. Now the typo means you want to change the fonts that is being used. So we can also change the color of the font, text color. We can probably make it red, for instance, in case we want that. Now you can actually make that, but this is not the most important thing I want to do right now. So I'm going to take off this button. If I'm going to take out this whole widget here, this whole container here, take it out here. Or better still, I delete this area. And then yes, I'm not going to delete that. I'm not going to take it out. I just remember something. Now, for this, we have two columns here, or two containers here. That's what we majorly call. So I want to use it to serve. I want them to serve as my mission and vision box. So to simply do that, I just drag two images here. I already have my images, image 1, and then go back to plus, drag, and then add image 2. Now in this image 1, I click, and by now my mission is already uploaded, and then come to this other image here, click and vision, and there. So you can see the way how fast we are designing this, and then you know what follows next, right? We are going to be adding some write-ups under it. So come back to applause. Just add the text. I don't want to do mission and vision again. It's already there. So I'm going to be copying my available text, which is mission. Copy that. I've copied that already, and then I'm going to be dropping it. So the mission is there. We can start to also add a header of it here, probably, and then take off this one that is here. Maybe just drag here a header into this part and say mission. Then reduce that to H4. I think H4 should be enough for that. Then come here and take out this mission information here, and then we can make this bold. Just highlight and make it bold. We can make that bold. Okay, quickly we'll return to our. We can duplicate this. And just drag and drop to this other section here, and then just impute our vision information, which is this. So take this out, delete, highlight and bold. Same thing with the information. We can also one more thing we can do is okay, I'm going to duplicate this, also drag that. Now there are other information. Oh, sorry, that didn't fit in properly. You have to drag it and then fits in here. So this is going to be our vision. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. I hope you really enjoy my tutorial. In case you're not understanding anything, please drop your questions and comments in the section and I will attend to them. So now in this container, I don't like the fact that it's just this way. I don't like it. I still want to do something also. So what I want to do right now is that I want to change the feel of this place. It's just white. Same thing with this. So I'll click on the container, edit container here. You can see I'm clicking here. It brings me the option for me to adjust the width, the height. I can make it maybe, sorry, I can make this full width. You see it expands more, but the box is okay. So what I want to do now is this. I'll come to style. This here is very important. Then I'll come to background overlay. Now in the background overlay, I'm going to be using classic. I'm going to be using color, not an image. If I want to use an image, I can actually do that. I can just click on this and probably use this next Africa Summit image as the background. So you see that, but it's not too appealing. Except we have a better one. But now we're not going to be using that, so I'm going to delete this away, and I'm going to be just using a color, basic color. Probably, let's see how this goes. Okay, let's try to use color that reflects the brand. Bit of dark. So let's use something like this. Okay. Now the opacity is going to be 100%. We need this. So you can still adjust the brightness. Probably I want it a bit not so black, so total 100% black. No, so something like this down, so that I'll be able to customize this, our heading and the text here. So I want us to see the change. Now that is one. Two is that we can also give it a border. So probably we need some borders around here. Same on in this style. When I close this, okay, this is overlay. That wasn't even the background. Sorry about that. So the border, I'm going to give it a solid border, and I'm going to increase the width so you can see then change the color to possibly the green. Let me use this eye picker and then select this and then select that. So automatically that reflects here. So when I save this and open the preview window, you can see that the changes become effective immediately with the green border. So we can also increase the width in case we feel it's too small, probably 5. You can increase the radius. We want the edges to be a bit round, you can do that. So we can just style it anyhow we want. 2 is now, we're now going to change the header to something different, because now we have a darker background. So white. This one can also be white. Just drag, it reflects. Then the text, you can also change it. So everything you want to do, customizing colors and what have you, is done here. I don't know why this text refuses to change. I really don't know. Okay, yes, it starts changing just because I'm using it. That should have changed. I don't know why. Why it's refused to take any effect. So let me quickly clear cache. Okay, I think I've taken still having this. Something is not right. Something is definitely not right. I don't know why, but let me see. Okay. Let's see. One of them is I'm even using global. Well, I don't know why this is happening, but these things happen anyways. But with time. Okay, so now this is the form. We can now have a header. Let's continue. Let's continue. I will resolve that later. And then the header, I'm going to be saying, okay, let me add a header here, right before this. Let's see. Let me just drag that here underneath. So this was supposed to be okay. Let me just drag that here. Okay, and then let me resize and drag it above this particular container, so it's above it. Okay, so that is okay. Then this header, I want it to be centralized style, has to be in the center. You can also change the color of the font to black for one that, then change the content, the size to H4 or H3. Register for free. Then underneath you can have a sub information, maybe fill out the form kind of information. So here I'm going to make sure that I centralize also. Then say carefully fill out the form below to get started. Please know the information you avail here will be the one we would use in confirming your registration and also reaching out to you. So now with this I can adjust this. Good thing is that you can actually adjust this just by dragging. You can see that just by dragging it adjusts automatically. And then if I want a space to be between this container and this one here, I'll just go back, see how easy to type space here, SPACE, then drag that over the space 50. I'm going to reduce it to maybe 30. Then I can publish that, or I also customize this. You can probably give it a border. Say border, I'm going to make the border solid, and then give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 border width. Change the border color to something around the color of the brand, or something red, or something that will just capture attention easily. Yeah, something like that. You can make it a bit, increase the radius a little, and then we publish, and then we see the results of what we've done. So you can see how we're able to create this page from scratch. We're going to be sorting this anytime soon. We're going to be sorting that out anytime soon. We're going to return in case you have this kind of challenges. Good, it comes up now, so you can see how it can be sorted. So you can see Person fills this form and then the person gets confirmation automatically. So this is it. Let's quickly come here and see how we can sort out this issue. Now, in case I want to also add more information, probably information of meet the speakers, for instance, I can just add another widget or container. Make this, probably we have three trainers. For instance, we can take out these ones, delete, then delete. Now the trainer, they're going to be having their pictures and then their names. Remember, to be having their pictures and then their names. So I'm going to be using mine, for instance. I'm going to be using mine because I'm one of the trainers. I'm going to be using mine, and then let's see how we customize that. So it's very easy, straightforward. It's very easy and straightforward. Let me quickly drag this picture of mine. I'm also going to get the picture of another trainer. So when that is uploading, let me quickly get the picture of another trainer. Okay, so this is still uploading. It takes quite some time. Okay. Waiting. Okay. I think I have a picture of one of the trainers also here. Right. Such, which I'm going to also upload right away. It's right here. This is him. This is another trainer. Okay, while we are waiting for that, oh god, it's taking a lot of time. So that is coming up, and then the next thing is going to be adding some information, which is like maybe you can use normal header style. You can use this to serve as the name, just under right, Uzochi. For instance, this is going to be very small. Say yes, that's good. Centralized. Okay, you can leave it with that color. Then we'll now add another text again to just have a quick description about the person. Sorry. I wouldn't know why that flew. Okay. Okay, so okay, I think we have some information. I will just brief information, but it seems now with what I'm already having here, it means these informations are quite much for the different trainers. So it means we'll be needing a lot of details, a lot of space. So to do that, because putting this here, for instance, is quite long. So it's quite long, which is not really good. So this is what we're going to quickly do. I'm going to create a new container. So it's going to be the person's image by the left and then the information by the right. So it's very easy to do that. So first thing first, let me drag this now. Let me drag this away from here. Let me take this away from here. Let me delete that and then drag this right into this place. I think we're going to pull out this container entirely which is deleting it. Okay, so here, and this form is not going to be here because it has to be down, or I have to add it directly to the registration page. So I think this is going to work now. So let me highlight that, take this form away, let me delete that. Then if I delete this, so okay, here I can add probably a button. Now I can add a button here and say click here to click to let's say book a slot, or click here to get started with the registration for free. So we centralize this. Yep. I don't know. Something is not responding well. I don't know why. Okay, then we're going to be adding the registration page, which is this is the registration page here, which is this. So I'm going to open the registration page in a new URL. I'm just going to drop that short code inside there. So copy this and then back here, and then I just drop the link. So publish that, and I think I need to look for a way to sort this out. Let's sort this out. Yes, before these things occur, that's why we are doing a live class. So if there's any challenge we have, okay, this works now. It's centralized, so it has actually picked up. It was the kind of container we are using, so this works now. We can also change the color of the container. Okay, so we can also add a background to it. We can do that. So take for instance, we want this. Let's drag this up a little. Okay, I'm going to take this out also. Click here to get started. Okay, so in this particular container now, I'm going to add a background color. So let's say okay, let's see style, classic color. So let's use this color. Let's use this color for that. Just want to add some, beautiful colors. Then the button itself, I'm going to look for a color for the button, say white. Is that good? Okay, then the white can be there, or we can still use the white, yes, and then change the text color, which is this. Maybe use the same color we already have here. Choose and then adjust it to the blue region. Bring it down a little. So I want that information to be all in uppercase. So you can say click here to get started. Click here to get started with your free registration. So there, I'm not okay with this light blue, so let me drop that a little. It's almost blend with the background. Okay, so I think that is good. So we've added the URL for where the button will take us to, and then we've added the information, and then we are good to go. We publish this now. Immediately after this, remember, register for free. And after this, we now have the information of the different trainers. So here, hopefully it has uploaded. Yeah, this has uploaded. So this is Bright Uzochi. Then we have a quick information here about Bright Uzochi, and then add another one where it will now carry the information about him. So let's have it about Bright Uzochi. Okay, then that header should be, say, 4, H4 should do. Then we now have the information we need to drop here. So what we have here, this is it. So you can read a lot about him. You can actually use make that bold. So now for these pages, social icon, I'm going to drop that here just directly under his name. Then this gives us the option to be able to edit this. Now we have here his Instagram, his Facebook and TikTok. So we don't have Twitter, we have this, so we can add, hopefully we'll get, we have TikTok, we have Instagram here, insert. Okay, so here's the URL. I believe Instagram should be https based on his username, instagram.com/Mr. BRIGHT UZOCHI. That should be it. So that should be, then his Facebook is https facebook.com/bright. We can always test this URLs to be sure we are on the same path. So let's be sure we actually got that right. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it is bright.uzochi. So yeah, we got that right, hopefully. Let's see if it's together or separate. Okay, something is not right. I hope it's there. It's actually there. Oh, there is a bright search. Okay, okay, let's search for him. Let's know if we can get him. Yeah, these are the simple ways you can do this. See, we're having a live class, so these things are very, very okay. This is it. So this is the URL. So yes, this is the person, this is him. So you can see, very easy. So we just update that and highlight, and then we're good. Then we now have the TikTok. Okay, he has a TikTok, so we can add that, and then we can icon library. We can search for, say, TikTok if it is not available. So let's see all. So we have a TikTok here now. So we select that and bam, we add that. So the TikTok is exclusive photographer. So let's see how that appears. Hope we can access that. Let's see how that appears on TikTok. Okay, let's see. Exclusive photographer. Let's see if that's how it appears. Okay, 4. Now that is not that's not good. So okay, let's see what we're going to do. We're going to be using the search here, and then let's see exclusive photo, sorry, photo, GRAPHER. Hope we're correct. Let me confirm that again. Yes, exclusive photographer. Okay, yeah, great. This is it. So copy that and then we drop. So that's it, and then we are good to go. So now we can now take out this information here, because we already have the social links available. Wonderful. So this is good. Now we can also customize this. Maybe we don't want it to be this plain. Okay, let me get the color I use for this particular background here, the color code. So the color code is the color code. I just copy that and come over here. So you can see the way we can actually create a page with just our Elementor. So we click classic background color, and then we just add that color code. Automatically we have it here. Yeah, with this, yes, I know definitely we need to adjust. Yep, we need to adjust. Then change this header to white, or say yellow. Let's use this a little bit. Good, publish that, and then there we have it. So this spacing here, let me reduce that to probably 10, just 10. 10 is okay. So you can see now we've gotten this for him. We can also change this name, color to, then we can what we need, portrait photographer, event planner. Okay, let's see if this will make any difference. This has refused to. So there's a very simple way we're going to do this to sort out this issue. We're going to look for okay, let's say I'm going to, let me do this here first. First is here. We don't know. Centralize it. It justifies. Left align. But the color just doesn't want to change. I wouldn't know why that is happening though. Sincerely, I wouldn't know why. We're supposed to respond. Okay, so you can see, so this is him. He's ready. I think this is not really needed here. Register for free. We can actually duplicate this and then still drop it down. Then now next we are going to do is we're going to duplicate this one right here. Duplicate this container. So we have another one of it here. Now this time around, let's look at the width of this. This is 33 point. So I'm going to use a very simple figure, which is I'm going to make it 34, and that will leave us with 66. With 66, right? Good. So that applies here. So here, this time around, I want to switch the information. Now, what I mean is this: I want to bring this picture here. Bring the name. Bring this information here. Oh, this is not good. You can take care of that, don't worry. Bring the social media. Then delete this container here. Delete. So this is now going to be let's see. This container is going to adjust. So this is going to be, we made it 34, right? 34. And then this. Let's see. Okay, that should take care of it, since it has okay, so here we'll bring this one here now. This guy doesn't want to respond, so good thing is we're not having issues with that. Yep, we're not having any issues. So what I will do is I will just duplicate this, add new container. That should sort it out. And then this is going to now be this 34, and this is 66. Good. So that fits in properly now. So we're taking this to, okay, no, this is supposed to be 66 this time around. Sorry, since we are swapping, and then this should be 34. 34. Okay. Now these mistakes are intentionally made so that you're learning. You're seeing that it's not a challenge. It's not like it's not a magic. I'm not hiding anything that I'm doing. This is the same way I used to customize whenever I am doing. So you can see you're working with the mistakes, you're seeing the changes, you're seeing what you need. Now one other thing you can also do here, if this has refused to work for us, which is what you're going to do is I'm going to take that out, and then I'm going to delete this. Now deleting this, automatically I will duplicate this. I'm going to duplicate, and then here I'm going to change it to paragraph, and then I'm going to change the color, which is going to be white. Then I'm going to add the content this time around, and there we have it. So these two can work. These two can work. It can work. Okay, let's try adding a text again. Text box right in here. Let's see. Still not. Let me clear some. This is one of the reasons why you really need this cache button. Is very much needed. Okay, so this. Okay, let me quickly add this. Select existing page. Let me quickly add this to, which is the registration. Let's go. So that we'll be sure that that page is now ready. And it already has a registration form. Okay, so here. Form. WP form. Okay. Select a form. Good. Then save. Then let's preview that. So there, this is registration form. You're good to go. So this is the basic editor of WordPress. It's just the basic editor. You can still customize too. You can still customize it. You can add information. Take for instance, you want to add something like maybe header. And just say fill carefully fill out the form. this our form is ready. Done a lot. You can see from the next African Summit page, you can easily read about. I'm going to be updating this more. You can just read about the events, get to meet the speakers. You see there. Then simply click here to register. I can still customize this to you can just surprisingly, and you can see it just opens up fast, very fast. So you can see the way we've interacted with different pages. So with the button, we are good to go. So these are the different ways. Now I'm still going to be adding more information here. As you can see that I'm going to be adding more information about other trainers too. You can see. So I believe you've been able to enjoy this class today.